All right, chat. We are live, I believe, again. Yes, chat, finally. It hasn't been 2 months since my last stream. It's only been like a week or maybe a week and a half. Welcome back, guys. Yeah, today we're just gonna be playing around, doing some landing ratings in PTFS, and then yeah, who knows what will happen, chat? Who knows what will happen? Later on, actually, I forgot to say this. I want to do some plane crash recreations, maybe, but we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, right now, guys, we're starting off at oh my God, chat, I'm. Perth International. There we go. There we go. I got it out. Perth International. And yeah, let's see what you guys can do. I'm just going to be in the ATC tower here. We already have some mayhem going on. And yeah, let's get it started, chat. Let's get it started. How's it going, official Panda Town? Cool Boys Pro. Yes, I saw you. Thank you so much for that help earlier. Aryan, Liam Avgeek. Welcome, welcome, guys. All right. Let me get the chat up on my phone so I can use the free camera while reading the chat, and then yeah. Here we go. Bam, bop, pow. All right. Let's start off with. Oh my God! Look at all these planes already, chat. Okay, yeah, okay, this is actually really perfect. Let's start off with runway 11 and runway 15. There we go. Let me lower the volume a bit. Yeah, runway 11, runway 15. We'll use both of these runways at the same time. Totally not sketchy at all. We're doing some, they call them land and hold short operations, or simultaneous intersecting runway operations. That's what we're going to be doing today, chat. Except I'm not going to be doing any kind of air traffic control. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. Oh my God, we already have some people lining up. That is crazy. Okay. I'm still trying to get the chat up on my phone. I don't know why it's so laggy. There we go. All right. I'm learning, guys. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. How's it going, Ethan? It's been a while. Yes, it has been a while, Ethan. I remember you. How's it going, really Vexify? How's it going, Jonathan? Cialdone. I'm probably saying that name wrong, but welcome, welcome. You can call me L, if you see me. Alright, I'll try and remember that, L. Okay. What is that? Paint job. Alright, let's, yeah, 11 and 15. You guys can get on that final approach path, and we'll get this started. There we go. How's it going, Tavian? Welcome, welcome. How's it going, Belasso City Police Department? What's good, Zario? I used to be in your videos 1 year ago, I think. Hey, welcome, welcome. All right. Oh, first landing. No, chat, I missed it. That one would have been so good, I think. I didn't see the initial landing, though, so I can't fully rate it. Shout out to Glitch Jeffy. Shout out to Glitch Jeffy. That one looked like it was probably really good. All right. Yeah, am I looking at the wrong runways? I feel like I'm hearing a lot of engines just, like, flying around. But I'm not seeing people lining up for the runway. I'm not sure. Yo, type 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Type 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Alright, let's, okay, here's our first official rating of the stream. Oh, actually, no. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, this one. Alright. We got Reunited 7841. Winds, calm, clear to land runway 11. That's his landing clearance right there, guys. Even though in real life, I would probably not clear him to land because there's a jet right here, and the jet wash would probably extend back and create some issues, but it's PTFS, chat. It's fine. All right, this one's looking promising so far. Look at this final. Look at this final. Look at this final. Okay, he's getting getting that flare in, kind of. Okay. I'd say like 8 out of 10 butter. It was pretty off the center line, but not an insane amount off the center line. In total, let me get my rating up here. There we go. In total, I'm going to give that one a 7.8 out of 10. Because he did go a bit off the center line there, but it was a good butter. All right, now we got Glitch Jeffy. Here we go. He has an opportunity to redeem himself here. Let's see, let's see. Nice. That was like a 9 out of 10 butter. But same thing, also kind of off the center line there. Yeah, I feel like that one was a little bit better in total, so I'm going to give that one an 8.1 out of 10. There we go. I'll take it. Hey. Yo, Ethan, let's walk in. Yeah, Ethan, lock in, Ethan. Alright, yeah, I think it's best that we use 2 runways at the same time, because it seems to be a little bit less, laggy. It seems like it anyways. Not gonna lie, I land, it's probably a 6 out of 10. Oh, if you land, it's probably 6 out of 10, yeah. I mean, the landing in this game is honestly pretty weird, I would say. Okay, that one, he kind of ballooned there for a second. His nose went up, and then he brought it back down. It wasn't a terrible landing, but it was a little bit hard and a little bit late because of that balloon. So I'm going to say, honestly, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. And with my I feel like not a lot of people understand. With my rating scale, if you get a 7 out of 10, I would be like, yeah, that's like a normal, like, you know, it's like an acceptable landing. Like, you wouldn't have to talk with your employer afterwards, kind of thing, you know. But 5 out of 10, I would say, is like below average. Okay. Ooh, that was a good butter, chat. That was way better butter than his last landing. A little swervy on that center line, but not too shabby at all. Honestly, in total, I'm going to say 9 out of 10. Planes taste better than keys. I have no idea what you're talking about, Tavian. I have no idea what you're talking about. That was an interesting sentence right there. Also, guys, don't forget to smash like on the stream. I feel like I always forget to ask. Don't forget to smash like on that stream. I feel like we could hit 20 likes today. I want to see if at the end of the stream we can hit 20 likes. That would be cool. All right, let's watch Cool Liam here. Cool Liam has had some really, really good landings in past streams, so let's see what he's got. Okay, that butter was on point. The timing was on point. And... oh my god, chat. Center line alignment, perfectly on point. He barely used, like... oh my god. He didn't even use half the runway. Chat, literally, I think that might be our first 10 out of 10, chat. Like, literally. I honestly... nothing I could think about for that landing. Like, I can't think of anything to say about that one. I honestly 10 out of 10, chat. 10 out of 10. We do be getting those 10 out of 10 sometimes. We do be getting those 10 out of 10s. Coolium has a lot of 10 out of 10s under his belt, that's for sure. All right, I want to see some people landing on 1-5 because it's going to start getting laggy over there. I think if there's too many planes in like a small area, the server gets laggy. I'm not sure though. Also, chat, how's the stream quality, by the way? Let me know. Like, is it like really? It should be like very clear. It should be very clear. Because if it's not, then there's a setting I can change. But it should be like really clear. This is illegal seeing Ryanair butter? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, this, what is that, a Piper? Beechcraft, something like that? He's coming in kind of high. He's coming in kind of high. He's got a long runway, but still. We'll pretend it's like a short field landing. And he's using a simulated obstacle on like the 1,000-foot markers or something. Actually, no, even that wouldn't be a great flare distance. He's coming in very high, chat. Okay. I feel like that flare wasn't perfect. I feel like at the very end, well, he came in really high, which probably had something to do with it, but I feel like it wasn't great butter, but it was acceptable butter, and it was also not perfectly on the center line. I'm gonna say that one was like a 4 out of 10, chat. I'm gonna say that one was a 4 out of 10. But yeah, chat, in real life, if you're doing flight training, at least at my college, they say if there's a 50-foot obstacle on the 500-foot markers, then you have to aim for the 1,000-foot markers, and our airplane has a 500-foot flare distance, so you'd plan to touch down at the 1,500-foot markers. So we'll assume that he was doing something like that. So they mix obstacle clearance with short field landing. It's like pretty difficult. Okay, oh my god. Ethan Gamer with the probably 10 out of 10 flare right there. 10 out of 10 butter, I should say. I feel like it was a touch late, but 10 out of 10 butter, 10 out of 10 center line alignment. I'm going to rewatch that one more time. Also, if you guys added me, I just accepted 2 friend requests. All right. Yeah, the timing was a little bit late. I'm going to say that one was an 8.9. 8.9 out of 10. Boom. All right. Also, I have no idea how we have 25 viewers right now. That is insane, chat. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, we got Coolium with another perfect butter, I think. Technically not perfect centerline alignment. I'm going to say 9. I didn't see the initial, like, full flare. Or maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. So, from what I saw, 9 out of 10. Can you please accept me? Let me check. Boom, I just accepted 2 more friend requests. Alright, back to runway 15. Okay, he's coming in kind of to the side here. Nice flare. That was like 9.5 out of 10 flare. Almost as good as you could ask for, but it was kind of to the side there at the beginning. I'm going to rewatch that timing one more time. See if you landed on time, because I don't think I was watching close enough. Okay, the timing was pretty good. I'll give him the timing. But in total, I'm going to say 7.9 out of 10. Every good landing starts with a good approach. Or no, that's not the saying. The saying is a secret to a good landing is a good approach. I think that's what they say. I was bored and typed PTFS and then you came up. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Interesting. Alright, this is like the leggiest landing we've seen yet. Let's see what he's got though. He's coming in real late. It looks like he's on mobile, because that was like a very twitchy directional movement there. That was a really late landing, a little off center line, but pretty good butter. I would say the butter was the best part of that landing. But because of how late it was, honestly, I'm going to say 6 out of 10. Alright, ooh, Beast Fire 4. I don't think we've seen him yet. I sent you a request. Yeah, I just accepted a few. After I rate 1 or 2 more, I'll accept them again. Okay, let's see. Beastfire _4. Oof. That one, okay, I'll give him the timing and the center line alignment, but that one was a hard landing. That was probably like a 2G landing there at least. Like, probably even close to 3Gs that the passengers felt. I don't know what the sink rate was, but that was a hard landing. I'm gonna say, like, I will give him like everything else, the center line alignment, the timing, the distance, but that one was hard. I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say 4.8 out of 10. I would definitely do a post-flight walk around of the aircraft, especially the landing gear, after a landing like that. Okay. Honestly, I'd say 9 out of 10 flare. Not perfect centerline alignment. I'm going to rewatch that timing one more time. One more time I want to watch that timing. Okay, the timing was right there. I'm going to say... Now that I watched that flare again, I'm going to say it wasn't a perfect flare, but I'll give that one like a 7 out of 10. Honestly, solid 7. Sorry, please your user. It is in the description. My username's in the description. Okay, let me switch to the other runway because I gotta watch both. All right. After this landing, I'm gonna accept some more Fern quests. Okay, that was a good flare. Really, really nice butter. Good timing. He kind of went off the center line, but he did correct. That flare was like picture perfect though, and I think he landed on the 1,500 foot markers right there. Which is odd. Usually these markers are spaced 500 feet apart. Maybe it's like different in America, because I'm in Canada, but I don't know. All right, I'm going to say that one was honestly, another 7 out of 10. Because everything else about it was good except for that center line alignment. Actually, I'll give it a 7.2 out of 10. Yeah, Chad, I'm actually curious the distance between these markers. Because at my airport, they just have 500 foot, 1,000 foot, nice and big 1,000, and then 1,500 foot. But this one seems to have like multiples. I don't know if it's like 500 foot, 1,000 foot, and then 1,500 foot. I'm not sure. Somebody in the chat let me know, because that would be helpful. How's it going, Leo Plays? I sent you a request? Alright, let me accept requests now. Boom, I just accepted requests. That's not good enough. Hey, you always gotta be pushing yourself. Alright, let's see this one. This one... That one was a very late flare. I think he was focusing too much on the butter that time. It was a good butter. He got the butter, but that one was a very late touchdown. He was a bit off the center line, but he did correct. Yeah, because that one was so late, chat, I'm going to have to give that one probably a 5.2 out of 10. That one was very late, chat. Whenever I'm trying to land, you're rating someone, lol. Yeah, I can't rate all of them all the time, but if you keep just going around again and again, I think I'll eventually get you. Okay, I'm not going to be rating a blimp landing. All right, first A380 of the day, I think. Let's see what he's got. This is looking like a nice approach so far. Oh, chat. He got that A380 butter. He got that A380 butter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, that one was good. Like literally good timing, good flare, butter, center line alignment. Like honestly, 10 out of 10, chat. I can't say much about that one. 10 out of 10. Chat, some people just be hitting those 10 out of 10s. Some people just be hitting those 10 out of 10s. Yeah, boy. Yeah, sir. Alright. Oh, I missed that executive jet landing. Okay, let's watch Coolium here. Oh, Coolium's doing a go around. Fair enough. That was a pretty late landing. Okay, I feel like I haven't rated Creek Niner here. Or this guy. BT Leza. Okay, let's rate him. I feel like I haven't seen this name a lot. Okay, he's got that nose down attitude. Gotta get that flare going. Little bit of a hard landing. Little bit of a hard landing. And off center line. Timing wasn't terrible, but that was hard and off the center line. So, I'm going to say that one was a 4 out of 10. Okay. Let's watch Glitch Jeffy here. Ooh, Cessna landing. Ooh, I think that was a tail strike, chat. I need somebody to rewind that. I think, oh, and he's going around with a tail strike. That is, I don't think that's a good idea. He had the tail strike, he was slowing down, and then he went around. I'm going to say that one was a 2 out of 10. Because, chat, could you imagine if you had a tail strike, and then your, let's say your elevator falls off, or is damaged because of the tail strike. Then you don't have pitch control of the airplane. That could be pretty dangerous. Maybe no, I would not. If you have a tail strike and you're slowing down, you know, to a safe speed, you got all 3 wheels on the ground, I would not do a go around. Okay, let's watch Coolium again here. Coolium has had some really, really good landings. Oh, that one he kind of ballooned though. It wasn't bad though. He still had a decent timing, or a decent timed landing, but he did kind of balloon there for a second. But he still fixed it somehow. So I'm going to say that one was honestly an 8.5 out of 10. The fact that you could still fix it is impressive. All right, let me accept requests again really quick. Boom, I accepted 2. Also, chat, let's hit 3,800 subs today. Let's hit. Okay, this is too many planes here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This poor Cessna. All right. Chat, I'm too overwhelmed. I'm too overwhelmed. There's too many planes. I want to see like the full like thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's watch Beastfire 4. Ooh, that was not a great butter. It was good timing, but not a great butter and slightly off the center line. Not a great butter, slightly off the center line. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. Actually, 5.9 out of 10. For what airline do you want to be a pilot for? Honestly, whatever airline is like. That's a good question. I've never thought about like a specific airline I want to be a pilot for. I've only ever thought of like I know it sounds cliche, but I do want to be an airline pilot one day, but okay, definitely not Lufthansa. We had the nose gear landing there. And oh no. Okay. That one I'm going to say was a solid 1 out of 10. It's pretty hard to get lower than a 1 out of 10. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say 0 out of 10. I feel like there was basically no effort there to flare. I want to be a pilot too? Hey, what kind of pilot do you want to be, George? Alright, this one was way off the center line. And he appears to be doing a wheelie. Like a simulated soft field landing. I don't think you would ever do that in a... I don't know. I'm going to say that one was a 5.8 out of 10. I'm going to go for a little bye. Hey, see you later, L. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, we gotta make sure we're watching both runways. There we go. But guys, if you're new here, smash that subscribe button. I want, because we have a lot of people in the stream today. This is crazy. I want to see if we can hit 3,800 subscribers. Because I want to start growing the channel again. That would be pretty sick. Okay, that one was kind of hard. I mean, it is a student pilot Cessna. Very, very cliche for the Cessna. But yeah, that one was pretty hard and off the center line. For a genuine, like general aviation landing, like a genuine rating for the Cessna, because I have flown the Cessna. Well, I used to fly the Cessna. Now I fly a different plane that I don't really want to share because not many flight clubs use the plane. It's an aerobatic kind of plane. I'm gonna say that one was honestly a 4 out of 10. I feel like that's what my flight instructor would give. Chai, my flight instructor would be like, he'd be yelling, Chai. He'd be yelling. But he's a really good flight instructor. But yeah, he would definitely be yelling at me there. Okay, that one was honestly 10 out of 10 butter. I'll give him the timing, but just a little bit off the center line. Definitely one of the better landings, but still not perfect. I'm gonna say that one was a 9 out of 10. I like Boeing more than Airbus. You know what? Honestly, I probably agree. Like I haven't like, I think I've flown an Airbus one time in my life, and I've never actually seen the cockpit in real life. But from what I've seen in like videos, I feel like the Boeing cockpit is cooler because it's everything seems more manual. However, the food tray would be nice to have. Okay, Cessna Grand Caravan. He floated a little bit in ground effect, but still didn't touch down too late. His flare distance was, what, 1,500 feet there or so? That's a pretty long flare distance So for a plane like this, for an airliner, I would say the timing was pretty good, but this was a little bit of a floater and a bit off center line. In total, I'm gonna say 6.8 out of 10. Because your flare distance should be less. You should be landing a bit earlier in a smaller plane that flies slower. Because for my airplane, the flare distance is 500 feet. Which is nuts. Yeah, I think this is the A10 Warthog here. Okay, he got that butter. He got that butter. I don't know the flare distance in the A10, but we'll assume it's longer because it is a faster plane. A little off center line, great butter. In total, I'm gonna say 8.7 out of 10. Actually, I'm gonna say 8.9. I feel like that was just below what I call a 9 out of 10. What I would personally consider a 9 out of 10. The only problem about Boeing is that they don't have a food tray. Yeah. They don't have a food tray, chat. Little bit of a balloon there, but not bad. It was literally like 1 foot balloon. Oh god, I don't know what he's doing now though, chat. I don't know what he's doing now. Chat, I feel like that was a little bit early to be swerving off to the right. I don't know why he swerved to the right there. Because I'm worried. This is like a real life concern, by the way, guys. You don't want your wingtips to be going over any lights. Because in real life, they would have runway edge lights here. Right? And if you're really close to the edge, your wings, or your engines even, especially in a Boeing that has those, that's a multi-engine, could actually go over the lights. I mean, I don't know like how high they are up, but that's something I would genuinely be concerned of. I don't want to be too close to those lights. I feel like that was a bit early to be going off to the side there. I'm going to say that one was a 4 out of 10. If he didn't go off to the side there, it would have been a much better rating. Or a much higher rating, I should say. Chat, we have 40 people in the stream. That is insane. Welcome everybody that's new. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. They should add one that comes out from the side. Oh, in Boeing planes? Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I have no idea, like, what the reason is for them not having a tray. I'm assuming it's because of that yoke, but I don't know. I don't know. That's just my guess. Okay, that landing was nice butter, just a bit off to the side. Honestly, everything about it, I would say it was like a little bit better than the average landing, so 7.5. Just in general. I didn't see the full thing, so I can't give like a very like detailed breakdown. Okay, this one is floating pretty good. He got that butter, but that one was very late. That one was very late. And he's doing the same thing there. He's swerving off into the grass. I'm not sure why he's going into the grass there. We'll assume that he had a brake failure. The last guy went off to the side of the runway. I'm not sure why. But this guy had a brake failure. We'll assume that. That is the thing. Like if you'd kind of want to go into the grass. And that's me being very, very nice. Assuming that a brake failure. But I'm going to say because of the lateness, 4 out of 10. Also, I just accepted 2 friend requests, so. How's it going, Torontonian? Avgeek. I think I'm late because I'm position 10. It's all good. I'm going to be streaming for a little while longer, so you're good. Alright, yeah, we'll do a few more landings here, and then we'll switch airports. Start thinking about where you guys want to go next, because I'm going to be asking you guys where you want me to rate landings at next. Okay, that one was a like 10 out of 10 butter. I'll give him the timing, the 10 out of 10 timing. And honestly, I think, chat, I think this is either the second or third 10 out of 10 Ethan landing, Ethan Gamer landing that we've seen today so far. That is insane, chat. Okay, yeah, honestly, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That is insane. Ethan Gamer right there. Ethan Gamer. He's got those landings. He's got those landings. 10 out of 10, baby. That's 3. That was your third 10 out of 10, Ethan. Very, very impressive. All right. Ooh, chat. That one was a late landing. I know he doesn't have a nose gear, but I feel like he still could have landed a bit earlier because he's gonna take a while to stop. I don't think you would want to come in late with a nose gear failure. And he's kind of pitching up and down a lot. I feel like that would also be kind of dangerous with a nose gear failure. You want it to just be smooth, but I don't know for sure. I'm gonna say that one, because of how late it was, and with the nose gear failure, you wouldn't want to land late. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. All right. Also, I do want to do. I'm just gonna do a top-down view so you guys can see your own landings, and I'm gonna do a poll in the chat. I want to see what you guys think. Start a poll. Here we go. Airbus or Boeing? Okay. I'm gonna have one that says Airbus, one that says Boeing. I'm actually curious. Let me know in the chat. Airbus or Boeing? Please accept my request. Boom, I just accepted 2 requests. All right. And with that out of the way, yeah, we'll watch a few more, then we'll switch. I know I said that earlier, but we'll watch a few more because I feel like we have a smooth flow of traffic here. This is like a nice runway intersection here because I can just watch both runways. All right, this guy's floating quite a bit. It looked like he came in kind of high, and that was a bit of a hard landing, but it wasn't too hard. Really good center line alignment. Not 10 out of 10 center line alignment, but really good. I'm going to say that one was late and hard, though. And I'm going to give that one another 5 out of 10. Whenever I do a plus sign, it just means that this guy got the same rating as the last guy. Another 5 out of 10. Okay. Oh, this guy. We're seeing a lot of floaters today, chat. We're seeing a lot of floaters. That one was another floater. And off the center line. Please correct. Please correct. Please correct. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to say 4 out of 10. 3.9 out of 10 even. What's your username? It is in the description. Because if I mean, it's Zario Wario. But there's an underscore. And, but I feel like it's easiest to just go in the description so you don't make any mistakes. Did you know that pilots have different meals when flying because they get food poisoning? Yes, I did know that. Just another safety measure. Okay, that one was good timing. It wasn't 10 out of 10 butter. Center line alignment, I would say, is 7 out of 10. Maybe 7 out. Honestly, in total, just a 7 out of 10. Everything I can think about that landing is a 7 out of 10. I'm going on a real Emirates A350-900 soon. Nice. Nice, nice. Chat, we are now 81 subscribers away from 3,800 subscribers. That is crazy. Crazy. That's my best Mario impression, by the way. I gotta work on it. I gotta work on it. Please face reveal. Honestly, I'm not sure when I want to do a face reveal. I do plan on doing one day, but I don't know if it's gonna be at 5K subscribers. I don't know if it's gonna be at 10K subscribers. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's watch Blue Cat because I don't think I've rated many of his landings. Okay, he's got that 10 out of 10 butter. He landed right about there. So not really 10 out of 10 timing, but He's got the 10 out of 10 butter and probably 9 out of 10 center line alignment. Probably 7 out of 10 timing. I'm gonna give that one an 8 out of 10 in total. It was a good butter. Bump her up to an 8. Looking near cargo gate. I feel like if I keep my eyes off the runways for 1 second, I miss like a bunch of landings. Ooh. Yeah, that one was, he kind of like ballooned, and then it looks like he pushed the controls forward, which is the equivalent of moving your mouse down in PTFS. If you guys ever balloon in real life, just reflare. You never want to push the controls forward, because if you balloon, if you like come in for landing, you start to go up, and then you push the controls forward, you're gonna land in the nose gear, and then you're gonna start bouncing like this. And then if you're lucky, it will settle, but if you're not, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse, and then... So I'm gonna say that one was a 2 out of 10. But yeah, chat. It feels weird. Like, when you balloon, like I've ballooned a few times. When you balloon, your natural reaction is to push the controls forward. But you have to note that the plane's in ground effect, so it's gonna be hard to stall. Like, if you balloon... Like, it's, you never ever want to push the controls forward. If you're already going pretty slow, you can just add a little bit of power. That's the worst case. Okay, that one was perfect timing. I couldn't really see the butter from that angle, but I'll give him the butter. I'll assume it was good, because I didn't see it. From what I saw, that one was a 9.5 out of 10. From what I saw. The only thing was the center line alignment wasn't technically 10 out of 10. How's it going, Cobra? Welcome to the stream. MD Games? Please, can you accept my request? Yeah, let me check. Oh my god, chat, we have so much. That's insane. Okay, I just accepted like 5 friend requests. There you go. Alright, also, how many likes are we at on the stream right now? How many likes are we at? It doesn't say for me. Oh, right now I can see. 13 likes. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button, chat. You know what to do. You know what to do. Let's go in Tigers. All right, let's watch Alexandros here. He's got a really nice approach. Okay, this center line alignment is perfect. The butter, I would say, was like 9.8 out of 10. Like, I feel like it technically could have been smoother. Also, he's going off on the grass. I don't know why people do that, chat. Because if he were to go off onto the grass and stop, I would say, like, okay, he had a brake failure or something. But literally that landing would have been like a 9.6 out of 10. It would have been a 9.6, but because of that ending, I'm going to give him a question mark out of 10. I'm not sure. Like, he'll have to write a safety report after, probably, with this company, and then explain. I'm not sure. Okay, this one was very late. That was like a 3,000 foot flare distance, and he kind of stalled and landed pretty heavy. Okay, I'm gonna say that one was, and same thing, he's going off on the grass, but he's coming to a stop, so we'll assume it's a brake failure. If you were to have a brake failure, you would want to have as much runway as possible to stop. So I'm gonna say that one was a 3 out of 10. At least I would assume you'd want to, you wouldn't want to land halfway down the runway if you had a brake failure. All right, chat, I feel like I'm so slow today. Okay, that one I couldn't see the full landing, but it's also going to the left. I'm not sure why everybody's doing that. I think everybody wants to have a brake failure now. All right, but anyways, guys, let's switch runways. I'm gonna grab a quick Bloxy drink, this mysterious Bloxy drink, and then we're gonna switch runways. Type in chat where you guys want to go. Type in chat where you guys want to go. Also, shout out to everybody in the stream right now. I'm gonna look at these skins. What the heck is this skin, chat? Wait, where am I? I didn't. I guess I've seen people use these kinds of skins before, but like it's so weird that Roblox has these now. Are there any others like that? I think he's the only one. I don't even know how to get that like real life person skin. That's crazy. The coolest skin out of all of these though? Honestly, this one's probably the cleanest. I don't know. Just looks the cleanest. Something about it. He's got that nice fit, chat. I think that's what it is. He's got that nice color coordinated fit. All right, but anyways, I just had to use that new feature. All right, let's switch airports. We'll rate your guys' fit after every airport switch. Or I said that wrong. We'll rate your guys' fits. We'll rate a few fits. You guys gotta make sure you got those nice fits before you hop in. You know what I'm saying? All right, type in chat. Where do you guys want to go? Also, I can't see the poll. Did the? Oh no, here we go. It is exactly 50-50 right now. Half you guys are saying Airbus, half of you guys are saying Boeing. I'm curious. I'm gonna leave that poll until the end of the stream. Also, if you guys have already voted and you don't want it to be taking up space in the chat, you can I think you can click on the three dots next to it, and then you can just hit like dismiss poll or something like that. Okay, where do you guys want to go? Southampton, Cyprus. Southampton, Cyprus. Bird Island. Iceland, Bartholomew, Saba. I was gonna say I see a few people saying Cyprus, but I think that's the same guy spamming. Bird Island. Okay, it seems very split in chat. It looks like a lot of people are saying Cyprus and Southampton, but I think it's just a few people kind of like spamming it. Chat, you know what that means? Whenever it's split, that means we have to do eeny, meeny, no, I'm just kidding. We'll go Southampton. Southampton, let's get it, chat. I feel like this is a decent runway. Like, it's not like maximum difficulty, but yeah, it's decent. Now, one thing with airports with a single runway, I mean, I'm sure you guys know this, but the one thing is that you'll often have a crosswind because you only have, you don't have as many options for landing into the wind. So I'm going to give you guys, let's make it realistic. I'm going to give you guys a crosswind. Okay, chat, I'm like blanking out right now. There we go. Server options. Chat, I don't think I drank enough coffee this morning. I think that's why. Let's custom wind. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a crosswind. So 080 plus 90 is 170. Chat, you have to be good at those calculations, by the way. You're adding those cardinal directions. So that's 170. So let's go, let's give you guys a direct crosswind here. 170. And crosswind component today we'll say is 15 knots. That's usually like a good limit. I'm surprised that the maximum wind you can put in is 18 knots. I feel like that's not a lot for a maximum wind. All right. We'll go 169 so we can favor we can technically favor runway 08. Once you rate their landing is done, you can kick them. I haven't played around with kicking people out of the server yet, because it's like a double-edged sword, I think is the saying. It's like there's pros and cons. It's like I know like more people would get in, but then also people can't like play for as long, so I don't know. I still have to like brainstorm that. You know what? I might actually do that today. Like see if I can figure something like that out, because it's hard to make that fair. That's the only thing. It would be hard to tell like how long each person has been in, unless I can see that in here. I'm not sure. But yeah, I still have to like think about a system like that. We do a server reset? Actually, maybe, yeah. That's not a bad idea. I'm actually gonna write that down. Can you accept my friend request? Yes. I just accepted 3 more friend requests. Chat, the fact that we have almost 50 people in the stream right now is unbelievable. Shout out to everybody in the stream right now. Shout out to everybody in here. That is just unbelievable. That is unbelievable. All right. Yeah, I think we'll probably do something like server resets or something like that. But yeah. Also, chat, now that we have so many people in here, I'll bet you one person knows the answer to this question. I'll ask it after I rate this landing. Let's see Ethan Gamer. He's had like 3 10 out of 10s today already. This one looks good already, I can tell. Okay, that honestly not 10 out of 10 butter. I would say 7 out of 10 butter and 9 out of 10 center line alignment. 10 out of 10 timing though. In total, I'm gonna say 8. All right, chat. My question is: does anybody know how to remove the name tags when you're playing? Because I'm doing a video where, I mean, I don't want to spoil it fully, but I don't want the name tags to show up because I want it to be like really clean, like shots. You know what I mean? Kind of like think of like a movie, like, you know what I mean? You don't want like the name tags. Okay, also this one I'm gonna say was a 6 out of 10 because he was swerving way over that center line. That was some spicy center line alignment. All right, the name and call signs. It's GUI settings. Click triangle in the down left corner. Here. Okay, triangle in the bottom left corner. GUI options. Oh, who said that? Who said that? Shout out, Bram is Caton International Air. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. And everybody else that said GUI options. But that was a specific message that helped me out. Thank you. All right, we're definitely going to keep the name tags on for now. Or I just want to test. I just want to see if it works, actually. GUI options. Oh, there you go, chat. There you go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Names and call signs. Minimap. World markers. Ooh. Okay, that's perfect. Hey. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, we're definitely going to keep that on for now. But yeah. Alright, let's keep rating these landings. Brem is Captain International Air 9083 is the GOAT. Chat, that is like the longest username I've seen without spaces. That is like a tongue twister right there. That definitely tests my reading abilities. Okay, this guy is an engine failure and a left main gear failure. Let's see what he's got. A little bit of a float, but not bad, honestly. Impressive handling, and he's going into the snow too. That's smart. That's smart. Going into the snow there. Honestly, okay. The way, for those who don't know, the way my rating system works is if you're doing a landing that's difficult, like let's say you're landing an A380 at Seba, or you're landing with a gear failure, engine failure, both, whatever. I still rate you on the same scale, but it would be harder to get a good rating, if that makes sense. So this one, it was a bit floaty. It was nice butter, and I like how we went off to the side. So I'm gonna say, I mean, it was a bit off center line. I'm going to say 7 out of 10 in total, which is very difficult to get with a gear failure and an engine failure. So I would say that is definitely impressive piloting. Okay, let's see. I don't tough. He's coming in kind of high. He's coming in kind of high. Not a bad flare. I'm watching the blue plane, by the way. Not a bad flare, but I feel like that was a bit floaty. Came in kind of high. And he's a little bit off the center line. He used up quite a lot of runway there, chat. But yeah, I'm going to say that one was a 5.9 out of 10. With a runway this short, you should definitely prioritize, especially if you're in an airliner landing, you know, not too late. Accept friend requests? Let me check. I just accepted Ari. Yeah, Ari the best. I just got your friend request. Let's see. Janelle Game 2022. And the Belta 7765 wins 170 at 15. Clear to land runway 08. Oh god, he's phasing into another plane now. I'm watching Delta, by the way. That was really late and really off center line, chat. I'm not gonna lie. He is correcting it though. He is correcting it. Flight examiners do care about you correcting mistakes, but that one was way out of limits, I think. I'm gonna say 3 out of 10. But he did correct it, which was good. But yeah, still 3 out of 10. Alright. We have so many people landing in this one runway. It's not too leggy right now, which is nice. But yeah. Also, I will say, if anybody has any questions about flying small planes, I would be happy to answer. I love answering like difficult questions about small planes. Just let me know. Just let me know. All right, this guy landed way too late. I don't even know if he's gonna be able to stop before the end. All right, yeah, now he's okay. Yeah. That one. Anytime we get a crash, I mean, there was a good attempt there, but he did overshoot the runway. This would definitely be a, at least, at the very, very least, a reportable aviation incident. For the attempt, I'm going to say 1.9. That's like the highest I could give that one. Gotta go, Zarya. See ya. Hey, see ya, Ethan. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. Those were some crazy landings today, by the way, Ethan. Crazy landings. Definitely better than me, that's for sure. Way better than I do. That's for sure. Okay, that one, I would say 10 out of 10 butter, 10 out of 10 timing. 9.5 center line alignment in total, 9.8 out of 10. Look at that. Even though he's in an airliner, he only used like half of the runway. He could even turn off at a taxiway Alpha 2. I don't know why this one has Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. Can somebody explain that? That's pretty odd to me. I feel like I mean, at least in Canada, I'm pretty sure they would give these different letters, but let me know in the chat why they would do that. I'm not sure. What would you do if you see a big spider while flying a plane? Depending on the phase of flight, I feel like if you're in cruise, you could probably like, if you're in cruise, you know, you're outside of like controlled airspace, you're just chilling, you could probably kill it. But if you're like in the middle of landing, I would just say ignore it. Okay, that one had good timing. Little bit skiddy, but not terrible, just a little bit of a skid. I want to rewatch that one. I feel like I was looking at the skid too much. I want to rewatch that one more time, because I feel like it looked like it had good timing, and then when the wheels actually touched down, it wasn't. Oh, his left, you know what? His left main touched first, which is good. So there definitely was an attempt to stop the skid. Actually, you know what? All in all, I'm gonna say that one was an 8 out of 10 from just everything that I saw. Like technically a bit of skid. I feel like he could have stopped a bit earlier, but he did land the right way technically. What's your username? It's in the description for the two people who just asked almost at the same time. I added you. All right, let me accept. And then chat, I think we might have to do a server reset. I don't know how to do that though, because when I leave, I can't like kick everybody. Or maybe I'll just have to kick everybody. I feel so bad doing that, but Chat, we have so many people in here, like, we might literally have to. Leave and join? Now you can't? Yeah, if I leave, it doesn't kick people out. Like, they can still... You have to go into your private server settings. You can? Okay, okay. I'll try that after I raid a few more. I don't know, I will reset it. Okay, ooh, that one was a late flare. The timing wasn't bad, but that was a late flare. He kind of like slammed his main gears down and then he flared. Which could have led to a bounce or a porpoise. I think PTFS is pretty it's hard to bounce comparing it to real life. But yeah, that one I'm gonna say was a 3.9 out of 10. All right, chat. How do we reset the server? I need you guys to tell me how to reset the server because I'm a newbie when it comes to this kind of stuff. Honestly, just do server reset. All right, let me. I just accepted. Chat, these friend requests are coming in so fast. That is insane. Okay, I'm gonna keep the camera here. You guys can watch your landings and rate them. I'm gonna see if I can reset the server here. So here, PTFS. I think I know where to go, but let's see. Servers. Okay. Here. Edit. Ah, it's not. Is it in-game? How do you do that, chat? Go to servers, check server settings, and then reset. I'm currently in server settings. Private. I mean, no, that wouldn't work. I don't see a reset button. I don't see a reset button. Outside of game. Yeah, I'm in the shut down server. Wait, maybe I'll try a different button. I do not see a reset button. Maybe it's like regenerate the server link. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find it. It used to be there. Chat. Maybe I'll have to search it up. I'm gonna search it up on Google. Oh, I see that. Look at this camera angle, by the way. That's a nice camera angle. Shout out to that 747 that just landed. All right. Shut down. Shut down. Chat, I do not see a shutdown button. I feel like I'm like an old grandpa. And you guys are like telling me how to do the most obvious thing ever. I'm like, I don't see it. I can't find the button. I can't find it. Okay, I'm Googling it, chat. How to reset Roblox server. I'm Googling it now, chat. I'm Googling it. It's because Roblox updated. Try 2026 version. Okay, I'm searching on 2026. Use the server management feature. Creator Hub. Roblox Creator Hub. What the heck, chat? What the heck? Bro is Googling lol? Yes. Oh my, chat, what is happening? Oh no. I leave for 1 second and we have one of the most interesting plane crashes I've ever seen in my life. His nose is... I think he didn't do his weight and balance, chat. Before every flight, you legally have to do a weight and balance. You can't take off without doing weight and balance first. It is a legal requirement. And I think he was a little bit nose heavy there. Okay, I'm gonna you can react. I'm gonna just turn off allow joining. And then turn that back on. Okay, okay, yeah, let's try this. Because it kicked me out, so. Yeah, let's try that. All right. Yeah, let's try that. So hopefully if you were waiting in line, now it's a bit better. Okay. It's a black screen. Is it a black screen right now? It's not a black screen right now. I don't know what you're talking about. There's barely any people except friend requests. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm getting it. The only problem is it might not let me join my own server. That's the only problem. Okay, I'm accepting friend requests right now. Okay, PTFS, games, here, servers. Okay, it's saying 13 out of 20 people. Try that. Okay, you guys might have to restart your game, but try that. Disconnect. Do reconnect when you do reset server. I'm in. Yeah, it's saying there's 13 people in, so I think we reset it, guys. I think we reset it. Where are we going? All right. That's a wonderful question. Let's go to. Where has some good intersecting runways? That's kind of what I want. Actually, you know what? Greater Rockford, I think, will be good. Yeah, let's go Greater Rockford, and then I can watch left and right runways. Let's do it. Just wondering, what's your accent like? For me, it's a pan-European with a bit of mix of Quebecois French. Chat, I am just Canadian. I like. I don't really know what to say. I don't really have like. I have a Canadian accent, but not really. Like technically, like my family's Canadian, but it's not like I have a. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys notice it, but I don't think I have like a Canadian accent. All right. I've just been ambushed. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's get into the tower. Actually, that guy just gave me a free ride to the tower, so we're good. I'm playing War Thunder now. See you guys. Hey, see us in. Thanks so much for tuning in. All right. How many people do we have in here now? I think 20, right? Probably close to 20. Okay. That is so cool. We have a radar screen here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. We're going to do... Those are you. Do you rate parking? No, I do not rate parking, Manav. I do not rate parking. But I should do in a stream parking rating. Okay, we're gonna do runway 25 right and runway 25 left. Wind is 178. So I'll give you guys a bit more of a headwind. I'll be nice. Actually, should I give you guys like a 5-knot tailwind? I feel like I like never do that. I'm gonna give you guys. No, but realistically, like you would never. I mean, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens, chat. It's possible. There are certain situations where you don't really have any choice but to land with a slight tailwind. Okay, what was that runway again? Let me see again. What is it? 25 right? 25 right and 25 left. So I'll make it 070 at 5. That's what the wind is going to be. 070 at 5. Okay, give you guys a slight tailwind, and I'll give you guys some heavy rain and some fog. I'm not gonna make it super foggy, but yeah, if it gives us a bunch of lag, then I'll stop. Runway, put wind and heavy rain. Yes, sir. All right, 5-knot tailwind. I like never do that. There's no crosswind though. There's no crosswind. Okay, this is the closest approach I see. I don't think I've seen this name yet, so I think our server reset might have helped. Okay, let's see what he's got. He's landing in some jet wash here, some smoke. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, that one was a touch late. Not bad butter. I would say like 9 out of 10 butter. 9 out of 10 centerline alignment, but a touch late. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 in total. How do I join? Join instructions are in the description. I accept all friend requests on this account. This account is specifically for accepting friend requests on. So like I literally just accept all friend requests so that I can join you guys, or I can invite you guys into the server. Well, I guess I don't have to invite you, but you know what I mean. Ooh. Chad, that one had potential until he kind of went off center line, but that still wasn't terrible center line alignment. Like it wasn't like very dangerous, but it wasn't a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna say in total 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I really like that butter. Yeah, if I try and explain how to join, I feel like there's more of a chance of confusion occurring rather than me just like having the instructions in the description. Okay, that was perfect timing, perfect butter. Like he greased the surface with his main gears there. Technically not 10 out of 10 center line alignment, but in total I'm gonna say like 9 point. Honestly, probably 9.9. Yeah, he used a lot of runway, but I don't think he used full reverse thrust there, because I think we'll assume that tower told him to turn off at. I'm not sure what taxiway that is, but Bravo 1. Okay, that one unfortunately I didn't see. Shout out Mysterio 1 though. It looked pretty good. All right, let's see the red guy. Yeah, these are all names I haven't seen before, so this is good. The server reset worked. This guy's floating a lot in his ground effect there. It looked like he might have ballooned a little bit there too, but yeah, that one was a late landing, chat. That one was late, and he's kind of swerving. 3.4 out of 10. That one was very late and swervy. Well, I mean, maybe he was, you know what? We'll assume that he was doing the swerving to try and stop, doing like some swerves on the runway to give himself more distance. I'll give him a 4, assuming that he was doing that. Oh god. Okay, I need to rewatch that Ryanair one more time. That Ryanair, it looked, I kind of like went underground there for a second. I'm just watching the replay now. It looked a little hard from what I saw. I don't know. I'm giving that one question mark out of 10, because I kind of got a bad camera angle there. Okay. Let's watch KLN here. Oh god, oh god. This guy's floating bad. We might have a tail strike. We might have a tail strike. Okay, no tail strike, but he landed like halfway down the runway. Oh god. He's phasing into another plane. But we'll assume that's not his fault. Yeah, oh god, now he's going like... Okay, no, good swerves, good swerve. But yeah, I'm gonna say 3 out of 10 for how late that one was. That one was very, very late. Like a runway 25 left. Hey, shout out Leo Plays. Thank you for reminding me. If I stay on one runway for too long, you guys gotta remind me to switch to the other runway, because I have the memory of a water bottle. I wonder how much shout outs I got from Z. Hey, probably a lot. Alright, let's watch Mysterio 1. He's in the 747 Air Canada now. Air Canada 747. A little hard on that landing. A little hard on that landing. That one was on time and probably like 9.2 out of 10 centerline alignment. But that one was a hard landing, chat. That one was a hard landing. I'm gonna say 6.8 out of 10. It's kind of hard. Actually, yeah, 6.8 out of 10. There's like 29 people in position. So when they land, can you kick them out so other people can join? I don't know. I haven't thought of a full system yet. Today was my first day ever resetting the server, so we'll reset it again like later on, now that I know how to do it. And then, yeah. Oh yeah, chat. Also, after stream today, I'm gonna be filming a video. So if you guys are interested in being in a video, you don't have to. I'm gonna try my best to put the names of all the people who are in the, because this is already like a lot of people have been in this video already. I've been filming it for a while. Yeah, if you want a chance to be in a video, just stay in the server after stream. Or if you're like in the queue, just keep waiting after stream. People will leave and then you can join and be in a video possibly. All right, that one was kind of hard. It was right at the beginning of the runway, so we'll assume it was a short field landing. Some sort of short field landing. A little hard, little off center line. I'm gonna say that one was 6.9, probably out of 10. I don't know, chat. It's hard. From what I can see, I'm gonna say 6.9. All right, is this an A380? It looks like it. All right, British Airways A380. There you go. He had a little bit of a high approach, but he fixed it really good. Probably 7 out of 10 butter, I would say. 7 out of 10 butter. A tad off the center line. I'm gonna rewatch that timing one more time. I have like a better like replay system now, so I can just like replay it on my phone. I'm watching that timing again. Timing seemed a hair late, but it's an A380, so we'll assume that it has a longer flare distance than all of the other rubber marks here. We're gonna switch to the other runway because I've been watching this one for a while, and I'm gonna say that one was probably 7.8 out of 10 in total. I'm gonna buzz the tower. Oh god. All right, if you say so. I can't stop you. I can't stop you. just lower the throttle so it's at least a bit quieter. Just lower the throttle once you buzz the tower. All right, now we got a Concorde landing. Concorde? I'm sure a lot of you guys know in the chat, but I would say Concorde is one of my favorite planes ever. I really hope that they bring the Concorde back one day. If I ever fly on a Concorde, like, I'd be filming the entire flight. I would not want to miss a moment. Okay, this Concorde went right into the grass, so I feel like there wasn't very much of an attempt to stop that. So I'm gonna say 1 out of 10. I feel like you could have at least attempted to maybe turn to the right of this approach lighting system. I think this is the technical term. But yeah. Okay, also it's turning nighttime now, so we're gonna watch some nighttime landings. We don't usually watch nighttime landings, so this will be something slightly different, I guess. Air Canada 89er winds 070 at 5, clear to land runway 25. Okay, not a 10 out of 10 butter, but probably like an 8 out of 10 butter there. Good flare. A little off the center line, but good correction. 7.8 out of 10, I'd say, in total. Alright, you're going to now. See you later. Hey, see you later, MD Games. Thanks for tuning in. So, chat, we are 56 subscribers away from 3,800. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, guys. I want to see if we can hit 3,800 subscribers this stream, because that would be a huge bump. That would support the channel a lot if we hit 3,800. So smash that subscribe button, chat. Smash that subscribe button. All right, let's watch this AN-225 now. He's rocking his wings. It looks like he was kind of close to a wing strike there. So he did a go around. Honestly, good choice to do a go around there. Shout out to Aquari. Good choice to do a go around there. That was pretty close to a wing strike. Hey, this guy is flaring like 3,000 foot flare there. that was a pretty long float. It wasn't a bad butter. And it was like, okay, so, well, good center line alignment, I'll say. But that one was such a floater. I'm going to say 4.4 out of 10. Could you accept my friend request, please? Because you asked so politely. I will, yes. I just accepted all the friend. I had like 5. I just accepted all of them. All right, let's go to the other runway. Chat, this weather's getting pretty bad. You got a 5-knot tailwind. You've got Fog, which I guess is kind of hard to see because it's nighttime, but the visibility is lowered because of fog, due to fog. And you got heavy rain as well, and it's nighttime, so it's quite a lot on you. All right, let's see Blue Cat here. He's had some really good landings in the past, I believe. See this flare here. Little late, but very picturesque flare. It's kind of hard to see the softness because it's black tires on a black runway, but I'll give him that 10 out of 10 flare. It was a touch off the center line, and I believe possibly a touch late. It's hard to pay attention to everything at once, but I'm going to just rewatch that one more time. I want to watch the timing one more time here. It was a touch late, but not too bad. In total, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I'll give him that 8. Pretty picturesque landing overall. Just being picky, chat. All right, well, we got the float plane Cessna. A little hard, a little off center line. Good timing, but a little hard, a little off center line. 5.9 out of 10. I was AN 225 and I crashed due to fog. Can you turn it down? Chat, I can't turn it down. I can't. I don't know how to turn it down, chat. I don't know how to turn it down. I'm just kidding. I want to challenge you guys though. We can't make all the landings easy, chat. We have to make some hard ones. All right, that one was like 10 out of 10 butter, 10 out of 10 timing. A touch off the center line technically, but in total, 9.7 out of 10, I would say. The line is too long. Yeah, the line. I mean, I reset the server earlier. I'll reset it again in like 20 minutes, maybe. 9.7, I'll take it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we got to switch runways, chat. It's so easy to get fixated on one runway. Also, I turned the wrong way. There we go. See, chat, I'm learning. But yeah, we'll probably reset in like 20-30 minutes. Maybe. If I can do it quicker than last time, then we will. All right. Who's coming in 2-5 left? Nobody right now. We got a break here. Chat, if you guys have any suggestions for the stream, like if you want me to like do like ATC, or if you want me to do like some sort of like challenge or anything like that, just let me know in the chat. Let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. All right, let's see this Speedbird Concorde here. That landing was way off the center line. I mean, it was okay, butter, but that one was so far off the center line, chat. I'm going to have to say that one was a 3 out of 10. Do a domestic flight, put max wind. I was thinking about possibly doing a video where I do like a realistic flight and you guys are like the passengers. But I'm not quite sure. Okay, that one was, I would say 10 out of 10 flare. The nose gear went down kind of quick. It was a little late, but really good butter and really good center line alignment. But chat, you got to get that nose gear down slowly and smoothly, you know. Where's my rating? Here it is. I'm going to say that one was a 7 out of 10 in total. I feel like you could have gotten that nose gear down smoother. Do landing challenges on short runways. I could do like a competition. I keep on forgetting that's the thing. I could do like a landing like competition. I should do that. Let's watch this 225 here. Oh, he's doing another go around Aquari. I like how he's doing a go around when it's a sketchy landing. Where is the description? I'm sorry I'm asking so much, but I'm burning you. It's okay. The description on mobile, you have to tap the more button. It's like right underneath the title. Like you'll have to X out the chat and then tap the more button right underneath the title. Also, I just accepted another friend request, so if you added me, there you go. Go onto his channel and scroll down to the description. Yeah, I think it depends if you're on mobile or if you're on PC. Yeah, I think in both cases it's some sort of more button. All right, guys, it's daytime again. It's daytime again. Should I rate the blimp landing? Is it hard to land in a blimp? I like know nothing about blimps, chat. I like know nothing about blimps. Let's watch this Ryanair one though. That one was a bit hard. It was really good timing and good center line alignment, but a bit hard, just like Ryanair. Oh, and now he's kind of veering off the center line. All right. However, the initial landing, I'm gonna say, was, I don't know why he. Well, we'll assume that he veered to the right so that he could turn left better. I'm just guessing, but I'm gonna say it was a bit hard. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Actually, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. 6.7 out of 10. 6.7. All right, let's watch Singador 8993 wind 070 at 5 clear to land on runway 25 right. Ooh. It wasn't a 10 out of 10 flare, but 9.5 out of 10 flare. He brought the nose gear down smooth. It was good timing. I'm gonna say 9. Honestly, 9.7 out of 10. I would give that one. Singador 8993 left on Bravo 2, contact ground on 121.7 went off. That would be a pretty realistic ATC call. That's usually what they tell me. They'll say winds, like whatever the wind is, they'll say clear to land the runway, and then once I'm on it, they'll say like turn left on Bravo, contact ground on 121.7 went off. Okay, this one was way off the center line, and the nose gear went down kind of quick. Those are the main things. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. Okay, let's watch the other runway now. Look at this timing. We get another blue cat landing. Look at the tower, bro. I will in a moment. I just want to see this 747 landing. Let's see if he lands like the 747 should be landed. So far, that was a really good butter. He was a little to the left of the center line at first, but he corrected it so quickly, chat. I'm going to say that one was 8.8 out of 10. He corrected that very, very quickly. Okay, this one's a little laggy, but oh, little bit hard, way off the center line. Oh, chat, we had a wheelbarrow for a second there. I think he shoved the nose down. He used too much down elevator at the end there when he was still going too fast. He had a wheelbarrow. I'm gonna say 3 out of 10 for the wheelbarrow. I think in PTFS, like, I don't know why wheelbarrowing is like nothing in PTFS. In real life, if you wheelbarrow, it's like you're gonna have to do like a safety report probably. Like wheelbarrowing is like, that's pretty bad. Yeah, this guy is also, that's what wheelbarrowing is, by the way. He did decide to go around after his wheelbarrow, which is good. But yeah. I'm gonna say, because of that wheelbarrow, again, another 3 out of 10. Yeah, try not to wheelbarrow, chat, because when you're balancing an entire airplane on one wheel that rotates, it's any kind of side load on that vertical stabilizer from any kind of crosswind is going to completely rotate you around that pivot point. So it's, I mean, it's not great to wheelbarrow. Yo, I'm gonna be serious on the AN225. I'm gonna lock in. I like it. I like it. We want locked in landings. We want locked in landings. I feel like for a good landing, one important thing is to be patient. Like you want to like fly a nice pattern that will give you time to set up for a nice final approach. You don't want to just be like doing a quick circle and then like coming back in. You gotta like fly a nice circuit or a nice pattern to come back in. All right, let's rate this Santa Claus landing. I would say good butter and good timing. But now he's kind of swerving here. Okay, no, he turned to the right so that he could hit Taxiway Echo 2. I'm going to say... I'll say... You know what, chat? For Santa Claus, I'll give him a 9 out of 10. I think he's going on a little vacation. I was gonna say it's pretty odd to see him around this time of year. Oh, I missed that landing. Sorry about that. But yeah, for this time of year, that's interesting to see Santa Claus here. He's probably on vacation. Okay, this guy, I don't know what he's doing. He's just he's doing a low approach. He's doing a low approach. Bro's ignoring my landings. Hey, Utah, I promise you I do not ignore any landings. I can promise that. Let's watch Mysterio. Actually, I've seen Mysterio a lot today. I'm going to see MA Gamer, I think that's what his name is. But yeah, I genuinely do try and rate as many landings as I possibly can. I don't just like ignore people. It's like, oh, I don't want to see his landing. Yeah, I don't do that. All right, that one was really, really good butter. It was really the main thing was it was technically a little bit off center line, but pretty close to perfect. I'm gonna say 8.8. But yeah, if anything, the only reason I would not rate a landing is because like I want to rate somebody that hasn't gone or I haven't seen yet, or they're just like not landing like that one other guy that just like did like a low approach. Or if they're not an airplane. I only rate airplane landings. Okay, this guy is buttering so nice. But it was a little late. Technically a little off center line too. But that was definitely a 10 out of 10 butter. But because of everything else, I'm going to say 7 out of 10 in total. I sent a request. Let me check. AGB. Welcome to the stream, by the way. AGB. AJB. There we go. I think I said AGB. AJB. I just accepted your friend request. All right. I'm going to watch one more here, and then I'm going to switch runways. This guy's coming in really late. Actually, you know what? It looked like he was. I mean, he didn't touch down that late. Kind of like increased the sync right there. It still flared good. I think he fixed that approach pretty good, but it still was a touch late. I'm going to say 8.2 out of 10. And now, guys, we are going to switch runways. We're going to switch runways. But first, I want to see the best fit. Who has the best fit in the entire server? I'm going to say this guy. No, I'm just kidding. Who has the best fit? I'm going to say... I don't know. It's hard to say. You know what, chat? I'm gonna say Mysterio 1 has the best fit. I feel like he just looks like a chill pilot. Like he like this is like one of those like cool pilots. I don't know. I'm gonna say Mysterio 1 has the best fit. And he's right here too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that style, chat. Look at that style. All right, let's switch runways. And or not runways, airports. So I guess both. And yeah. I also just accepted another friend request. So there you go. If you added me, check that. Where are we gonna go? Let's go. I want to make it kind of harder. Choose like a harder runway, chat. Choose like a harder runway. Cyprus. You know what? Let's go payphones. Let's go payphones. I saw like 2 people saying Cypress. Yeah. All right, this works. This runway isn't that short though. I thought this runway was shorter. Also, I love how they just say taxiway here right on them. I guess it would be easy to accidentally land on the taxiway if you don't know the colors. You don't know the yellow line, but interesting. I want to do a shorter runway, honestly. I want to do a shorter runway. That runway is kind of too long for me. Too long. El Najaf. This one is also pretty long, but it looks a little bit shorter maybe. And this one honestly looks pretty narrow. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks narrower than the last one. So Cypress, I mean. St. Bart's, St. Bart's. Okay, a lot of people are saying St. Bart's. We can do that one after. I feel like I already kind of... I don't want to be, like, changing it a lot. Actually, you know what? Okay, enough people are saying St. Bart's. We'll go St. Bart's. Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for anyways. We'll go St. Bart's. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. This one is also a narrow runway, which I like. I like that narrow runway challenge. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Also, I'm going to light up my scented candle while we're here. I have a front porch sweet tea scented candle I'm going to light up here. If I can. There we go. This one smells really nice. Candles are very cool. I have a lavender lush. I feel like they're calming. They're always like calming to have just around while you're doing your stuff. All right, we're gonna rate Iceberg 1102. I guess we're gonna be rating his landing first. I'm gonna rate it from a passenger's point of view if I can. Thing is, the window is kind of hard. I'll look out this window. All right. We haven't done any passenger POV landing ratings yet, so we'll do this one. Why not, chat? Why not? Yeah, chat. I will say again, if you're waiting in line, well, we're still gonna be streaming for a little while longer. But if at the end of the stream you're still waiting in line, stay in the queue because I'm going to be recording a video after. And after I finish stream, people are going to be leaving. So if you want to be in a video... Okay, that one was way too fast, chat. Oh god. Okay, I'm hopping out of this guy's plane. Literally, I don't even need to see any other part of that landing. That one was just so... I'm going to say that one was a 1 out of 10, honestly. It was way too fast. He went for the go-around. He definitely had enough speed to pitch up more. He did not need to graze this hill. That was a crash right there. That was a 1 out of 10. Make it day? Yeah, I'll make it daytime again. We've done enough flying at night. I'll make it 1:47 p.m. I'll make it 1:47. But yeah, chat. I'm gonna be working on a video after this, so yeah. Let's where is the door? I feel like I'm like a lost cat right now. There we go. I sent a request. All right, let me check. Look at that runway chart. I wanna see if I can actually read this. Oh no, this is like an IFR chart, I think. Kinda. Runway 27 and runway 09. We got Charlie, Alpha, Bravo, and Delta, and Echo. Alright. Thing is, this radar screen doesn't tell where people are on the taxiway. Yeah. We need instructions. Okay. This instruction is to all planes. Where do you even spawn them in here? Okay. Yeah, let's do... Where's the wind here? We'll do runway 09er. So for all planes, you're just gonna taxi via Echo Alpha, and then hold short runway 09er, or just line up or take off, or you know what, whatever you want. But yeah, we're gonna do runway 09er, chat. 09er. Let's do it. What is your username? My exact username is in the description. It's Zario_Wario, but check the description because that would be the easiest way to do it. You can just see the exact username. Okay, Cessna Grand Caravan here. Ooh, that one was a little late and a little... Well, actually, not a little late because there was a hill there. We'll give him that, but it was a little hard. That flare itself was late. Like he landed and then put his nose up more. I'm gonna say 6 out of... Actually, 5 out of 5.5 out of 10. How are we gonna communicate for the vid? I'm just gonna communicate using the chat in the top left. But soon I will have a Discord server. Is it gonna be hard landings? It is gonna be hard landings with the hill there. Okay, this guy's floating quite a bit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I think he's gonna go into the water, chat. I think Delta 8, 9, or 9 or 3 is gonna... Oh, okay. Well, he went into the sand. He at least didn't go into the water, but he did go into the sand. So I'm gonna say yeah. 1.8 out of 10. Also, I just accepted Pixel Plunge. So yeah, there you go. Chat, we are now 41 subscribers away from the 78, or sorry, I cannot speak today. Oh my god. 3,800. There we go. 3,800 subscribers. That is crazy. Chat, you know what I think is really weird about this runway, though, I will say? They should displace the threshold, like, way over here. Because clearly this is where everybody's landing. So you would want the displaced threshold to be here, because you should be able to be guaranteed, if you're on a 3-degree glide slope, looking at that displaced threshold, this is more than a 3-degree glide slope here. So if you use the runway numbers as your displaced threshold, and it's a permanent displaced threshold, like, you should be guaranteed obstacle clearance, but you're not guaranteed obstacle clearance. You actually have to land over here, which is really weird. I don't know. Really weird. Alright, let's see this guy here. So yeah, I'm gonna pretend that the piano keys, some people call them, are placed way further down the runway, right before the touchdown zone. Okay, but this guy was still late. This guy still touched down too late, and he was way off center line. It was okay better. I'm gonna say that one was a 4.3 out of 10. Yeah, chat, you should still touch down like roughly where the we'll say this is the touchdown zone. Okay, that one had another plane phased into it, so it's hard to see. Okay, I think I'll be able to see this plane here easily. Air Canada. Hopefully, anyways. Ooh, 10 out of 10 butter there. 10 out of 10 butter, 10 out of 10 timing. I'd say like 8 out of 10 centerline alignment, though. Can you stop before the end? Okay, he's going to go to that turnaround bay. I believe that's what that's called, a turnaround bay. I'm going to say 9 out of 10. Clean, very clean 9 out of 10 there. Just centerline alignment, technically. Technically. All right, let's watch a quarry here now. Spirit Airlines. Ooh, good flare, but a little to the left out of the center line. He touched right down on that touchdown zone. Good flare, but A little off that center line. And now he's into the sand. Okay. Well, I'm going to say that one is now 3 out of 10. That would have been pretty decent if he didn't go into the sand. Because technically, if it's like if he goes off the runway at all, it shoots the rating down. And if it's a crash, then it's a 1 at most. Chat, I think I just heard lightning in real life. I don't know if that was in the game or if that was in real life, but it is thunderstorms right now where I am. Or at least it was forecasted thunderstorm. I haven't looked out the window. But all right, that one was good flare. Technically a little off the center line. Overall, honestly, very clean. 9 out of 10 again. Another 9. Another 9. All right. And then, oh, let's watch Blue Cat here. Blue Cat's got a really nice approach to start us off here. Really, really nice approach. 7 out of 10 flare, I would say. 10 out of 10 timing. Maybe 8.5 out of 10 center line alignment. I'll give that one a clean 8. Clean 8. Also, shout out to whoever just subscribed. We are now 40 subs away from 3,800. So shout out to whoever subscribed there. Are you going to be live tomorrow? Unlikely. I am flying tomorrow in real life. Okay, that Grand Caravan landed very early. And he still didn't land hard. So that was an impressive cover up there for that flare. Now he's kind of going to the right, though. This is definitely a unique landing. I'm going to say in total... Okay, I don't know why he's into the grass. No, he's on it. The grass. I'm going to say 6 out of 10 for that weird... I think he was a bit distracted there. Okay, yeah. But impressive landing at the beginning. But yeah, chat. Tomorrow I'm doing solo flight out of the zone. Okay, that one was great flare, great impressive timing, which I guess is because he's a fighter jet. But also off the center line. Total, I'll say 6.8. Also, shout out to 4 more people who just subscribed. That is nuts. 4 more subscribers just like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually say who's subscribing. I actually have to set up the alerts for that. But shout out to everybody who subscribed today. That is crazy. You know who you are. You know who you are if you've subscribed. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that one was probably 10 out of 10 flare. Good timing, but a little swervy on the center line. However, he was close to the end there, so you could have been swerving to stop him slower. So I'm going to say 8 out of 10 in total. 8 out of 10. I subscribed a minute. A shout out to Cyrus. Shout out to Cyrus. All right. Oh, Beechcraft here? Question mark? Or what is that plane called again? Why do I want to call that a Beechcraft? I feel like it's not a Beechcraft. Okay, that flare or that butter was kind of hard to see. That was kind of hard to see there because of that other plane. But it was good timing, good centerline alignment. I'm going to say question mark 7 out of 10. From when I saw a 7, but I couldn't see the full thing. Okay, this sea otter is just... Okay, no, that was a 0 out of 10. That one, there was no flare there, and he landed in the grass. Okay, dash 8, Air Canada dash 8. Good flare, good timing, centerline alignment. I'm going to say clean 9 out of 10. I would say the only thing that makes it not a 10 out of 10 is technically it wasn't perfect timing and technically not perfect centerline alignment. Yo, chat, if you subscribed, I'm going to use an honor system or a trust system. If you guys subscribe, because I trust you guys, let me know in the chat if you subscribed and I'll give you guys a little shout out. It's not going to be a big shout out. It's not going to be anything crazy, but I'll acknowledge you in the chat. Okay, the Cessna here is coming in. It's floating in that ground effect. That was a huge floating ground effect. He did decide to go around, though. So I'll give him a happy face out of 10 for going around. I subbed. Hey, shout out AJB. Thank you for the sub. Chat is subs only, by the way. That is true. That is true. Thank you for reminding me. So that is a guarantee then that nobody can lie about that. Okay, there were 2 planes landing at the same time there. That is true. It is subs only. I feel like my brain is working slower today, Chad. I need another cup of coffee. I think that's the problem. I need more coffee. Okay, let's see this A380. That was an impressive flare distance for an A380. Now he's doing some swerves to try and stay on the runway. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come to a stop, come to a stop. Okay, he's in the sand, he's in the sand. Ah, shoot. I think you would need a pushback in real life. Okay. I'm going to say 3.5 out of 10. I don't know, like, I'll bet you the real life A380 cannot land at this airport because of the runway distance. So we'll assume it was an emergency. Can I friend you? Yeah, anybody can friend me on this account. This Roblox account is specifically made for doing these streams on, so that everybody can add it. And then once we hit 1,000 friends, or like the maximum, then I'll just probably just make a new account or something like that. Okay, that one was a 10 out of 10 flare. I went underground for a second there, but that looked like a 10 out of 10 flare there for a second. For the second that I saw it. Really, really good stopping distance. I'm going to rewatch that center line alignment, but that might be a 10 out of 10 landing. Honestly, chat, from what I saw, I'm going to give that one. His nose was on the center line. His nose gear was on the center line. So I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. What's your username? It's in the description. It's Zario_Wario. Or Zerio_Wario. If that's how you say it. Oh, oh, oh. Go around. Yeah, I think you pitched the nose up a bit too much there. How much longer are you streaming? I honestly don't know. Probably another 30-ish minutes. But chat, if you're waiting in line right now, I'm gonna be resetting the server in like probably 5-ish minutes. So hang tight if you're waiting in line, because I'm gonna be resetting the server soon. Okay, let's see Vitamin Delicious here. Vitamin Delicious. Let's see if... Oh, shoot. I keep on going underneath the ground. I wish there was some way to, like, stop the camera from going underground. Shoot. That one's going to be a double question mark out of 10 due to my very poor camera work. I've been waiting for, like, 20 minutes. Yeah, you might have a chance to join that now, because I'll be resetting the server. Okay, let's see this caravan here. That was... I feel like he should have floated in ground effect for a little bit longer there. That was a little bit of a hard landing, because he was trying to land so early. Now he's swerving on the center line there. I'm going to say 5.1 out of 10. Yeah. I also just accepted Cyrus's friend request there. Also, chat, we're now 31 subs away from 3,800. Crazy. Alright. Oh, God. Okay, let's watch this Dash 8, chat. Let's watch the Dash 8. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was a very late landing. Oh, and go around. Chat, this is not a good go around. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's say negative 1.3 out of 10. Negative 1.3 out of 10. Yeah. Chat, I keep getting emails about the bad weather and like flights being canceled, even though I'm not flying today. But yeah, chat, so tomorrow I'm going to be doing solo forced approaches, or simulated forced approaches. So it's like simulated engine failure. So basically I have to buzz fields at 500 feet AGL, which is It feels very illegal, but it is legal. It's a very interesting exercise. Okay, another question mark out of 10 because there was 3 at the same time there. But yeah, we're literally forced to just buzz fields at 500 feet above the ground. It's it feels so illegal, chat. It feels very, very illegal, but technically, well, we have to do it, and it's not illegal because we're not doing it over a built-up town or city, so it's legal to go that low. Technically, even lower, but we only go to 500. Okay, that was a bad wheelbarrow. That was a bad wheelbarrow. I'm gonna say 2 out of 10. We don't want to be wheelbarrowing. On June 25th, it's going to be the 1-year anniversary of the upside down landing salute. If you know, you know. That is crazy how you've tracked that. The upside down landing salute. Okay. Ooh, that was a nose gear first landing. That was a nose gear first landing. I know he has an engine failure, but... Wait, does he? It looked like something was on fire there for a second. I don't know. Maybe maybe that was some sort of different particle effect or something. But that was a nose gear first landing, so I'm gonna say 1 out of 10. There we go. 1 out of 10. What about if we're different age groups for the video? Yeah, the chat is gonna be difficult. The chat is gonna be difficult because. Yeah, but hopefully, because I literally just need 2 people. So if 2 people have the chat enabled, then it'll work, I think. Okay, this one was a little off center line. Honestly, the flare wasn't terrible. And he landed with somebody standing on his left wing, which was definitely an impressive recreation of a standard Red Bull landing. Honestly, for the creativity, I want to give it a 9 out of 10. Because like that one was genuinely entertaining to watch. I like how he had somebody standing on that left-hand wing there. All right, let's. I'm gonna be resetting the server now, guys. So if you're waiting, stay in the queue because I'm now gonna reset it again. So it's just gonna take about 1 minute probably. I'm gonna keep watching the approach here. And yeah, I'm gonna reset the server. Help, I'm drowning? I don't think there's much I can do, brother. I don't think there's much I can do. Unluckily for me, mine is disabled and I'm not in any age group while unverified. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Torontonian. That's too bad. That's too bad. Okay. Servers. Yeah, literally, I just have to oh no, I'm in the wrong one. There we go. Here, disable allow joining. Enable it again. It should have kicked me out. Yep, there we go. We'll leave it. We will rejoin it, and all will be good. Let's go back to here. I'm gonna close this so it'll be a black screen there for a second. The only thing I worry about is it not letting me into my own server because it's full. So let's hope I can join this quick enough. There we go. Nope, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. I have to do this quick. And join. Okay, I think I got it, chat. I know it's just a black screen right now, but yeah. Let's do Lukla Airport. Click Perth first. Honestly, I like Lukla. Yeah, let's do Lukla. Let's actually do Lukla. I'm seeing Cobra and Magnum recommending Lukla, and I love doing Lukla at the end. I like that. The hill approach is actually very fun. Like people say, like, oh, Seba is the hardest, but I honestly think Lukla is the hardest, or Lukla. Is it Lukla or Lukla? I'm not sure. I watched like a whole like documentary about it. I still don't know how to say it. I'm gonna call it Lukla. Lukla. All right, it let me in. Perfect. Yeah, Let's go Lakla. And also, is Lakla a towered airport or no? I'm assuming they have some sort of at least a C-tap, right? I'm gonna search it up on Google. Is Lakla towered? Is it a controlled airport? It does have a control tower. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do one takeoff here. And one landing myself. If I can hop in a plane. Okay, I'm stealing this guy's Cirrus Vision jet. Okay. So, we'll pretend that I've done all my checks, whatever. I would call it ground. It's a I don't know what our call sign is here. What would our call sign be? Look, ground, Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta is currently at the hangars. Cirrus Vision jet looking for a taxi to the active. They'd give me taxi instructions, squawk, wind, altimeter setting, and if there's anybody else on the taxiway, they would warn me of that. I'd read it back. Taxi, taxi, taxi. Zario, are you Wario Mario? That's a great question. That's a deep question I would have to think about myself. I'm not sure. Cleared right, cleared left, cleared in front, cleared traffic map. If we have ADSB in, look at that. We'll go flaps takeoff here. For me, we have like lineup check, so it's like fuel pump on, lights and strobes on, pitot static heat off, heading indicator aligned with runway, time up, record. Okay, pretend that Cessna didn't just ram into us. We'll take off power here. Full power is achieved. Gauges are in the green. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Even though this doesn't have a vertical speed indicator to see if we have a positive rate or not. Oh my god, chat, we have somebody with a parachute in the back. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. It also looks like we have a car in the back for cargo. Okay, we'll do left-hand circuits, clear right, clear left, clear map. Let's just get above this obstruction here, this tower. And we'll assume that circuit height is... Actually, no, we won't even do that. Let's just bring her down, chat. Fuel pump on, fuel selectors on both brakes. I have pressure, you have pressure. Mixture's full rich, master switch is on, mags are on both, engine instruments are in the green, seats and harnesses. I'm secure, you're secure, loose objects secure, doors and windows secure. I'm just gonna keep flaps 1 here. We're just gonna do a teardrop shape and come right back in, which is not good to do in real life because of wind. Unless you have an engine failure and the wind's light, then maybe. Meow meow. He's meowing on the 121.5. There we go. There's the gear. All right, where's the runway? Here it is. This parachute is gonna make it a bit harder, but I actually want to try to do a good landing today, chat. I'm gonna go full flaps. For us, it's a mixture rich, prop fine, flaps full. It's gonna be a normal landing. Runway 27, we're gonna use full flaps. We'll approach at, I don't even know what this thing wants to approach at here. Maybe 100 knots. We'll aim for the numbers, plan to touch down about 1,000-foot markers in this thing. Passengers, make sure your seat and harness is secure. Make sure you remain free of the controls. If this guy's a passenger as well, I'd have to tell him that. All right. This, no, go around, go around. There we go. We did it. We did a go around. 153 knots? Yeah, I feel like that speed was way too high. I have no idea how to, what speed this comes in at. Does anybody know? Try landing from the wrong side. That was a landing from the wrong side. Well, actually, I don't know what the wind is, but simulated wind. 60? I don't know. I'm going to just slow it down here and see what this thing wants to land at. And engine failure. We'll do simulated engine failure. So we'll do throttle idle, pitch for 78. We're going to land on this highway here. I'm going to do the circling approach for 2,200 feet AGL. So I'll start my right 1 turn to the left. I'm going to pitch, I don't know what best glide is in this one. Now I'm going to try and get the engine restarted, fuel pump on, fuel selector on both, mixture rich, prop fine, throttle quarter inch open, mags check left, right, both. Okay, the propeller's not starting, or the engine's not restarting, so we'll do mayday, mayday, mayday. This is Golf Alpha Uniform Charlie, Golf Alpha Uniform Charlie, Golf Alpha Uniform Charlie, Sirius Vision Jet. We're 15 miles to the south of Buckler Airport, experience engine failure, landing on the highway. Then we'll keep our rate 1 here, we'll keep pitching maybe 120 knots. Get that gear down. I don't know if we're going to make it, so I'm going to go to our next key point. That's our low key point. We're too low here, so this is not good, chat. This is not good. This is not good. Chat, I don't know if we're going to make it. Okay, I'm going to add in a bump of throttle because no plane has a glide ratio this bad. Because I was calculating high key and low key points for a plane with a glide ratio of 1 to 8. Okay, let's bring it in right here. Flaps 1. Eyes at the end of the horizon there. There we go. All right, passenger. First aid kit is behind me. Passenger, make sure seat and harness is secure. Loose and sharp objects are secure. The first aid kit is in between us. Fire extinguisher is behind me. Move your headset. Use the emergency exits and meet me behind the airport. There we go. There we go. That was a simulated engine failure, except this plane does not glide. So I should have left in a little bit of power the whole time. But yeah. All right. Let's bring her back to Lukla. And let's get her going. Wind direction update 211. There you go. I think Tower usually calls that a wind check. They say like wind check 210 at 9er. Something like that. That's usually what they say. All right. Please let me join you. I just reset the server, so I can't reset it again. But I think you can join the line to wait. All right. Let's yeah, let's rate a few here. Yeah, I'll probably rate like I'll probably stream to like a bit more and then we'll end it off there. And then I'll start recording. So if you guys want to have the chance of being in a video, you could stay in the line. Oh my god, chat, no! Actually, you know what? This isn't even that bad. Free ride to the tower. There we go. This looks more like a Unicom station or something like that. I don't know. Private traffic advisory services, something like that. All right. Where's the wind coming from? Chat, even though you have a bit of a tailwind, I'm gonna it's like a right quartering tailwind. I'm still gonna make you guys land runway 09. Good luck. Good luck. I'm gonna do Cobra landing. That's gonna be difficult here, but good luck. Runway 09. I don't even think they land on runway 09 in real life, right? Like at Lukla? I don't know. I feel like this approach would be pretty hard to do. Well, do they? Do they land runway 09? So I'm like 50-50 now because I feel like they I feel like they do. I feel like in PTFS they just have the hill like way exaggerated. I don't know though. Let me know in the chat. Okay, let's rate this fighter jet. I'd say 9 out of 10 flare or 9 out of 10 butter. It could have technically been a bit smoother. Pretty good timing, but pretty off the center line too. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 in total. They don't? Okay, they don't land on this side. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe it's a different airport that I'm thinking of that they land all crazy. Like they go over like a hill that's like really famous. Okay, this one was just a total crash. I'm gonna say that one was a 1 out of 10 because he wheelbarrowed and then he went into the grass and then hit his wing and crashed. Yeah, so 1 out of 10 for that one. We'll watch from here. Actually, no, this isn't a good camera angle. Can you make it a -1? It was me? Oh, you're trying to get the negative ratings? Oh, God. Okay, this one was a nose gear landing. This one was a nose gear landing, chat. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to say another 1 out of 10. He didn't fall off the end of the runway. We'll give him that. But, yeah, it was a nose gear landing. And I feel like that plane would have needed some repairs after that. If it's so bad it goes negative, it can't go negative. It has to be, like, impressively bad, though. You have to, like, impress me with how bad the landing is. Like, if it's, like, an impressive, like, crash recreation or something like that, then it could be a negative rating. Okay, let's watch this triplane here. That butter could have been a bit better, I feel like. Also, like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like he could have landed a bit earlier on this runway. He could have done a forward slip and landed a bit earlier. Let's see if he goes into the grass. Now he's into the grass, chat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Definitely too sketchy. I'm going to say that one was a... Well, he didn't hit the rocks, but 1.2 out of 10, I'm going to say. Yeah. All right. For this final landing rating, I am going to... Does it let me hop off this way? Can I? There we go. Okay. I'm going... Oh my gosh. Okay, no, I guess I have to go down the stairs like a normal person. Lame. Okay. I want to do something different here. Actually, I want to rate this Cessna 172's landing. Is this a 172? Yeah. You know it's a 172 because it has 2 seats in the back. Okay. I'm gonna pretend... I'm pretending I'm the flight instructor here. This is the flight instructor seat. We're not rating the takeoff, by the way, chat. We're not rating the takeoff. We're only rating the landing. Let's see what he's got. I'm gonna say that he still has to land on the runway 09. Damn it, I'm never joining. Well, after stream, I'm gonna record a video, so maybe you could still be in the video. Let's maybe. For this one, I'm a help rate. Yeah, chat. I need everybody in the chat to rate this landing with me. Look at that. It's sunset too. Hopefully it doesn't turn into nighttime before he lands. It could. I actually think it will. But yeah, everybody in the chat rate this landing. This is the last one. Look at that GPS. I wonder what GPS that is. It doesn't look like a GNS 430. Maybe it is. I don't know. I guess he's got his radios here, like COM 1, COM 2. And he's got his VOR receiver, or VOR frequencies, I guess. Then he's got his squawk code down here, maybe. He's got engine instruments in the corner. He's got his 6-pack here. Probably VOR receiver. Something to do with an NDB here, maybe. I don't know what would be up there. Maybe like a standby attitude indicator or something. It's got mixture, prop, power. This might be an alternate static you could pull. I can't really see too much because it's all pretty dark in here. Usually I think in the bottom right here is like ADF actually control. I'm not sure though. Every plane is different. All right, let's see what he's got here. He's lining up. See, he's taking his time, chat. This is what's important. You got to take your time. You got to take your time. Okay, there we go. There's also just somebody chilling on the mountain here. He's plane spotting. He's plane spotting. He's plane spotting, chat. That would be such a cool spot to plane spot, I will say. Okay, this is a crazy approach here. He's kind of coming in from the side. I feel like he could have hugged that mountain a bit here. He's doing reverse thrust, which is cool. That's good. The real Cessna doesn't have reverse thrust, unfortunately. Come on. Okay, that landing, I feel like was a little hard. It wasn't 10 out of 10 butter. But I will give him the center line alignment. I will say from what I saw, it was 10 out of 10 center line alignment. It was a bit hard, but it was on the center line. All in all, chat, I'm gonna say 7.5 out of 10. Chat, you guys are giving it low ratings. I'm gonna rewatch that. Why are we saying it's so low? I'll rewatch it one more time, but like, I mean, it was a little flat, yeah, but I'm gonna say 6.5 to 7.5 out of 10, personally. 6.5 to 7.5. Now that it was flatter than I remember, but 6.5 to 7. So I'll give it a 7. That's my overall rating. 4 out of 10, 6.7 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Oh my god, 6.7, of course. 2.5, 4, 5.8329. Interesting. All right. All right, but yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream there. If you're in the queue, I would say wait for a few more minutes if you want to be in a video, because I'm sure a lot of people will leave they'll leave the server now that the stream is over. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now, guys. Smash like and smash subscribe if you enjoyed this stream, because right now we are getting so close to 3.8k subs. And also, if you've already subscribed, don't forget to turn on that bell notification button, because I am hopefully planning to stream once per week, but I don't stream that often because I am pretty busy with flight training. So smash subscribe and turn on that bell if you don't want to miss a rare Zario's PTFS stream. And also I'm going to be posting soon too, which I haven't posted in like a year. So many reasons to just smash that bell button, guys. Just smash that bell button. But anyways, I'm going to stop begging for subs and likes here. And I think I'm going to wrap up the stream now. Thank you all so much for subscribing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Cyrus. Shout out to Santok. Probably said that name wrong, but shout out to Santok. Shout out to Cobra. Shout out to Whale and Shark. Avid Avgeek. AJB. That Inferno Mapper. Shout out to everybody that tuned into the stream. Even if you didn't end up hopping in and doing any landings, even if you were just watching, shout out to you. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.